Namaste. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today we have a very special guest, Hyun.
Yeah, I'm Hyun, and I have my YouTube channel that's Young Honey.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So today we are going to know about the culture differences between India and Korea.
Yes.
So in India, we can go and talk to people, a lot of people,
Yeah.
even if we don't know them. We can go and talk to them and talk about weather,
Really?
sports, politics. How about Korea?
Just to strangers.
Yes.
Already when you say to me about it, I feel like, oh, is it possible? Because we don't care each other a lot. We don't care each other, so
Okay.
it's awkward to.
So if I talk to someone like who is unknown, just about something general, so is it considered rude?
Not rude, but many Koreans and maybe you also have experienced that situation. When people, strangers, come to you and talk to you, then it's mostly they were like, how can I say that? Weird religions, weird Christians like that to take you there, like that.
Oh yes, yeah.
So
yeah.
that's why we think like if you come to you and talk to you, then it's like, oh, they have any purpose like that.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, actually, I have met some kind of people who just come to me and tell me, you want to experience Korean culture? We will take you. And then I was almost about to go, and then I said,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to go. And then I came back.
Yeah, there's, how can I say that? It's like evil a Christian? How can I say that? Not normal Christians, really.
Okay, yeah, yeah. And so after that, I heard from a Korean friend, and she told me that might be cult or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's not good. So don't
You
go
really
with them.
should be careful.
Yeah. So if you are in Korea, you should be careful of
Yes.
these things, really, because I've also faced these things. So would you like to tell something about Subway? Because in India, it's very different from Korea. So
Yeah.
I saw that there's also place for pregnant women in Subway in Korea.
Oh, there is a two way that I know about Subway. One is sandwich store, and the other one is really metro.
Okay.
What are you asking me about?
Metro.
Metro, okay, metro. There is actually pregnant people for pregnant women. Some people, for me and men, normally don't. Even there is a empty seat, we don't sit there.
Yes.
Because it's like that's for women, especially for pregnant people.
Yes.
So we there, and if we see normally if we see that someone looks like have a pregnancy, then we, how can I say, 양보한다? We give her
Like
to our seat.
give the seat to
Yeah,
her.
we give it to her like that.
But like I saw that there is a particular place meant for old people and
Yeah.
pregnant women. So nobody sits even if it is empty. So
Yes, right.
so that is out of respect for them. So if someone sits, like, do people look down at them like, oh, this person is sitting over there? So you
Yeah.
should, yes.
even like actually I think really more nice and kind people give the seat to old people, pregnant people.
Yeah.
But normally city people, they don't care about it much because
okay, yeah.
there is no many old people especially.
yes.
But for me, I had grown in countryside,
Yes.
so it's really familiar to seeing that really old people. So
Oh,
I always used to give it a seat to them.
That is very nice. In our country, India, we have these kind of, like, everyone, if most of the people, if they see someone who is old or some pregnant woman, they give their seat to them. But we don't have a specific seats meant for old
Really?
people or maybe pregnant women. We don't have a specific seats. It's like same seats for everyone. But if you see someone is old or someone is injured or something, we give seats to them. So this was something very different we found in Korea. Okay, so while traveling in metros, mostly on weekends, I feel that there is such a strong smell of alcohol.
Oh.
So what do you want to say about the drinking culture of Korea?
Actually, I think I'm not a Korean. I'm out of Korean people because I don't
You
enjoy
don't drink?
drinking.
Ah.
Because even when I was in university, you
Yes.
know, most university students, they really enjoy drinking a lot. But for me, I used to drink just one or two times in a month. I really don't drink well because I'm really bad at drinking and I don't like drinking too. Yeah, I can drink one bottle of a soju.
Like in general, people, how often do they drink in Korea? Do they only drink on weekends, or do they drink every day?
I think normally they fix the drinking day on Friday and Saturday because don't go to work next day. And some people crazy for drinking, then they drink every day.
Every day?
I think normally people drink 2 or 3 days. Yeah. And
In
some
a week?
people, yeah, in a week.
Yeah, that's too much because
Yeah.
in our country, I think it's not so common to drink, but people do drink.
Yeah.
And if a girl is drinking, she is considered to be a
Yeah.
bad girl.
Oh.
Like it's like people think that she's a bad girl. She
You
is
know
drinking.
that fun facts? In Korea, it was used to until 10 years ago, like that. It has changed.
Okay.
But yeah, many people think like that. Or if girl drink or smoke, then bad girl.
Yeah. So even in India, this thinking is changing, but still there are many people who would think that, oh, she drinks and she smokes, she's a bad girl.
Oh, yeah.
So let's not talk to her. So it's
It will be have changed more and more. Like
yeah,
Korea.
yeah. You said about smoking. I heard that you cannot smoke everywhere. Like there is some specific points where you can go and smoke.
It also has changed. Until a few years ago, we could smoke everywhere, but these days, since 2 or 3 years ago, we can't smoke anywhere. Just specific spaces you can
Specific
smoke.
places, yeah. In India, you can smoke anywhere.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like sometimes there are places where they tell you that you cannot smoke here, but it's not so strict everywhere, so you can smoke anywhere. So as a foreigner, I am working in Korea, so
Yeah.
I have a lot of stress while working because working culture is very, very different from Indian
Yeah.
working culture. So what do you think as a Korean? Is the working culture very harsh?
Korean working culture. First, I have never experienced other working culture, so I don't know. But I also heard about that it's quite harsh than other countries, and you think it's harsh, so ask me, right?
Yes, yes, I think it's harsh because there is a lot of hierarchy system. For example, if you are doing some kind of work, first you will have to show it to your team leader, and then
Yeah,
that
right.
will go to another manager, and then another manager. You cannot directly do something and send it to the manager.
Yes, right. We need that get permission
Yes.
to apply or submit
Yeah.
whatever. So yes, right. I think it's harsh, but it has changed. Like really have been more than 5 or 10 years. Companies they still adhere that system, but startup like it just they started to do it since less than 3 years or 5 years. Their owner is really young, and
Yes.
they try to make it more better workplace, work culture.
Okay.
So it's just getting better.
And also, like while working at a company in Korea,
Yeah.
you cannot say no to 회식,
회식.
like team dinners.
Ah.
You cannot say no, right?
I was at work in a company 1.5 years before. I always make a reason and excuse to not to attend. So like, oh, can you join and attend our 회식 today or tonight? And I always say like, oh, I think I don't feel good. I get sick, or I have a promise or plan to do tonight.
So you could escape it. They didn't say anything.
If I can make any excuse plans, then I did. But sometimes I couldn't. Then I just attended. And firstly, they got first and second or third of 회식,
Yeah.
like that. But
First round, second round, third round,
Yeah.
and they have to drink a lot, right?
yeah, right.
But if suppose you said you don't drink, so
only
how
I
did you-
attended the first
first
회식.
round.
Yeah.
So like just eating.
Yeah, eating and just really little bit alcohol and just go to home.
So if suppose I don't drink and they ask me to drink, like I haven't experienced this because whenever I tell I don't drink, they don't offer me because I'm a foreigner. But how about Koreans? Like if you say that I don't drink, will they fire you?
Not fire, but but it's really complicated. Still, it it's a band. Like I mean, if someone old your senior do like that to you, then you can how can I say that? Report it to a government or other place like that. Then he can be dangerous like that. But so that's why culturally these days people don't force you, but
Okay.
still some still do that.
That's good that they have a law now that if they
Yeah.
force you, you can report it.
You should know that if you're a senior, he has really big ability and he handle many things and he really loves drinking and ask you to drink together, but you refuse, then he will it's just personally he wouldn't like you like that.
He will not like me.
Yeah, maybe just
So, when I was learning about Korean culture, it is said that if I don't drink, I can just take the beer and do the cheers, and then I keep it aside. I don't drink.
yeah.
It's okay, right?
Yeah, right. With two hands like this, or just cheers together,
Yeah.
and you don't drink, or just intend it,
Like this.
pretend you are drinking.
Oh
and
yes,
just,
I wanted to talk about this as well. Like when you are drinking in Korea, you don't have to, like, if you are elder to me, I cannot
Yeah.
drink face to face, right?
Yeah.
I have to turn left to the other side when I am drinking, right? So why is that? Is there any specific reason?
I just so that respect the old people.
Okay, respect.
It's a
Yeah.
as a friend, we don't need to.
Yes.
But if you are older than me, or if you are more senior than me, then when I drink, I need to use my two hands and like how can I say it? Like this way.
Turn the other side. Okay. Yeah.
It's just culture.
And what if, like, suppose someone is elder to me and he is sitting, both, like, someone is elder to me and he's sitting next to me, and the other one is also elder to me and he's sitting next to me, this side as well, both sides. Then what do I do? Like, they turn this side or this side?
Okay, first, your both sides, they are older than you.
Yes.
And then next, worry about things to who are the more senior. That is the first you need to think,
Right,
and
yeah.
next one is who is more older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to talk about dating in Korea. How is
Yeah.
dating in Korea? Because in India, if you're dating someone, you cannot discuss it with your parents. It's not so open.
Oh, really?
But yeah,
Discuss. Oh. I always have told her, my parent told him. So, but some people don't. But I also sometimes didn't, because until I'm sure with her, she's
Okay.
really good. I think I will be with her really long time. Then
Yes.
I tell her. But until I don't feel good with her, then I don't tell my
okay,
parents.
okay.
It's just-
But in India, even if you feel sure that you are going to marry that person, you don't discuss or tell your parents.
Oh, really?
In most of the cases, but it is changing these days. So, like, I have been staying in Korea for a long time, but something which is very shocking to me is the public bath or sauna or chimchilbang culture in Korea. So,
Yes.
because we have to take off all our clothes in front of strangers and take the bath. So, what do you want to say about this?
Most foreigners don't understand that culture, right? So, I think Korean parents there has especially father, they has something dream, take a bath or 목욕, take shower together at that space with a son or daughter like that. So we used to go there together with father and mother. That's why we gathered that dimjilbang and eat something together. But not these days because of the COVID or just culture has changed it. But with that, we have that culture, and also their parents also don't care about them much changing clothes in front of their child, their kids, until they're teenagers. So that's why we can change clothes from in front of the strangers. That's not much awkward.
So, like, we have different for women and different for men, right?
Yes.
So, can you tell me more about chimchilbang? What kind of rooms are there in the chimchilbang?
Or kind of ice room.
Ice room?
Yeah, because after you do the hot room, that after for sweating,
Yes.
if you want to the temperature low, then you can go to the ice room, and that's it. Snack bar like that. Order some boiled egg or shikke or ramen or something like that, and that's really taste different when you try it outside. So
At Chimchilbang, it
Yeah.
tastes different.
after you
I see.
sweat or enjoy it
Ah,
there,
okay, okay. So I heard there is also a room where there's salt.
yeah, sort
So
right.
what is that meant for?
I didn't know when I was young too, but I guess that when we get sweat a lot, then there is also included salt in our sweat. So
Yes.
to not to be shocked
Yeah.
because it's too hot there.
Yes.
So I think they put that salt in Jjimjilbang.
Okay. So I think like till now, like I have been staying in Korea for a long time, but I couldn't visit Chimchilbang till now until
Yeah.
last week.
Why
But
not?
because I was so shy.
Okay, I understand.
But last week I went and it was so relaxing, and I think it is one of the best experiences I had till now in Korea. So if you are in Korea, you must try it.
Yeah, I also wanna recommend you.
Okay, so it was very nice talking to you and knowing about Korean culture
Yeah,
in depth. And I
me too.
hope that it would be very helpful to all the viewers to know more about Korea and Korean culture. Thank you for being with me in this video, and I hope we can collaborate a lot
Sure,
next
for sure.
time in
Yeah.
future.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoy and like her channel and my channel Younghoney too. Visit our both channel and enjoy a lot, please.
Yes, please subscribe our
Yeah.
channel.
फिर
फिर
मिलेंगे।
मिलेंगे।